Hello, Vortex. So, I just started my period today. Isn't that exciting? I know a lot of women aren't having a good time right now because of that. Yeah, it's because of some stuff that you were told to do that didn't make any sense, and you did it because you're fucking stupid and you wanted approval from everybody. You should want God's approval. You don't have God's approval. That's why your period's so painful. Like, I always wondered, man. I wondered why my menstrual cycle wasn't that terrible, because of all the women in my life, they would complain about it. They would complain about it incessantly. Whining. Whining is a good term for that. I never understood why you would whine about the one power that you have over men. Men cannot make a baby, you guys. I mean, they can help you make one. That's what this whole thing is, folks. Like, the more I think about it, and keep in mind, yours truly used to be pro-abortion, and the reason why yours truly used to be pro-abortion is because yours truly spent a week in the foster care system, and it was enough to completely fuck her up and make her crazy from the get-go, okay? So that is why, if you must know, I probably have the most well-rounded view of abortion that any person could possibly have. I can talk this subject inside and out because I know it inside and out. I've never had an abortion, I've never been to an abortion clinic, but I know plenty of women that have, and they don't feel good about it. It's not something to write home about. In fact, all these women, I'm like the only person that knows that they've had an abortion, okay? And if women do that and they don't feel bad about it, they're despicable. They're absolutely despicable. Because I think about women that were pressured into doing that shit because of feminism and because of, life circumstances. And maybe they didn't have anybody in their life that was willing to help them out when they needed help, and I'm here to tell you, baby, if you're pregnant, you come talk to me. I'll help you raise that baby. I'll help you raise it. I'd be a far better mother than like all these stupid bitches, because I wouldn't let my kid have a smartphone. No, I would not. And yeah, I am very, very harsh about that shit, and there's a reason for it. It's literally destroying Western civilization, and people just keep making excuses for it. Well, the reason why your period is so terrible right now is because of that phone. It literally is. But I was thinking about the term pro-choice. When I used to be in favor of abortion, I never considered myself to be pro-choice. Not ever. And I remember having feminists tell me, "Don't say that. Don't say you're pro-abortion. That's not true." Yes, it is, bitch. Yes, it is. I'm pro-abortion, so are you. You just don't know it because you don't have any self-awareness or world awareness or any kind of awareness. But women are not pro-choice for 3 reasons. 3 reasons, okay? Let's get into it. Number 1, women hate capitalism. They hate it. Women tend to be socialists, okay? Because they tend to think of themselves as victims. That leads to reason number 2. Women see themselves as perpetual victims everywhere they go. You want proof of this? Look at those bitches that whine about Louis C.K. He asked them, "Hey, you want to watch me play with my dick?" And they were like, "Yeah, sure. I love to watch you play with your dick. I love to see that. Yes, I followed you into this hotel room. Yes, I never left this hotel room. I continue to watch you play with your dick. But I'm a victim. I'm a victim. This is women to a T, okay? Number 3, women cannot make a decision. Women cannot make a decision. You want proof of this shit? Just go to a restaurant with a woman. It's an excruciating experience, okay? Or you could see abortion. Considering the fact that women aren't satisfied with ripping that thing out in the first trimester, they want to rip it out at any time during the pregnancy. Right before they're about to conceive, they think that they should have the right to rip it out. Now, I've always had really great abortion jokes. And they're really sick abortion jokes. Like Michelle Wolf kind of sick. Here's the thing about Michelle Wolf. A lot of people complain about her jokes on that subject. I will never tell another comic that they're not allowed to do jokes about certain subjects, okay? Comedy is off limits. Leave comedy alone. People can talk about whatever they want. As far as I'm concerned, she revealed herself. And she revealed how most women feel about it anyway. So I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing. Because, you know, you allow women to expose themselves, they will, because they love it. They love that original sin. The reason why women's periods are painful is because of that original sin. And I think I've always been a pretty decent woman. Because I've always known that premarital sex was wrong, even though, you know, I continue to do it. Well, you know, I hadn't been saved yet. And when you haven't been saved, you can make all kinds of excuses as to why it's okay to do the horrible things that you do, that this world, you know, continues to throw at you and say, oh, it's fine, everybody does it. Everybody does it. You know, it's the same thing with abortion, you know? The whole safe, legal, and rare. Rare? Like, that is such a weird thing for them to say. Like, even Louis C.K. was like, why would they say that? I'm like, because they're feminists, Louis. They don't make any sense. You should know this. Like, you probably hang out with them because you do comedy in Los Angeles and New York City, and you have to deal with all these stupid-ass twatbots that have no idea what the hell they're talking about on any subject. Anyway. Like I said, I probably have the most well-rounded view of abortion. Or my hotep hat. But yeah, the whole reason why I was very pro-abortion was because I know what happens in that foster care system. And so I was definitely in that victim mentality though. And it's because I wasn't a Christian and I felt sorry for myself because of my psychological problems. But, you know, I look back on these things and I'm, like, ashamed. Like, sometimes I watch, like, my old YouTube channel, Aimless, and I'm just like, ugh, how could I have ever had this opinion? But, you know, I actually think that I'm able to talk about this on a level that nobody else can because I had that opinion, because of my experience, because of what I know about foster care, because of what I know about Planned Parenthood, because of what I know about abortion in general, you know? And you shouldn't advocate for death. You know? That's like obviously bad. Like, even if foster care is as horrible as it is, you shouldn't be like, well, just kill it, you know? That's the solution. You know, if foster care is terrible and abortion is terrible, then we need to have option number 3. So, Felicia Killings is awesome. You guys know who that is? You should look her up. She helps single mothers raise their children so that they don't abort their babies. That's good. See, this is what I'm talking about. Solutions. Solutions that don't involve the government. Solutions that involve the community, helping each other out. Solutions that are Christian-based. I'm like a child. I can't grow up, you know? It's fine. I feel like I've grown up in ways that many other people haven't. And I have not been infantilized because of things that I refuse to do, that other people don't refuse to do. Cannot stress this enough, you guys. Cannot stress this enough.
Da 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 da. That's the sound of freedom. That's the sound of liberty. That's the sound of fuck you, society. Anyway.
I love your chi, baby. I love your chi. Ah, it's so beautiful, isn't it? It's not like I'm pretty.